Hello, my name is Brandon Dean. I am your instructor for Introduction to Sociology, offered through West Virginia State University. This is my very first 100% online course that I'll be instructing, but I think that we can make this a good experience for all of us. What I want to do in this video is kind of go over the syllabus. You will have access to the syllabus. By the time you see this video, probably I will have already been to your school to meet you in person and to speak with you and the administrator or teacher who will be in your room during your designated class time. But I also wanted to do this video just to kind of orient you a little bit, and this is something that you can refer back to if you have questions. I have the textbook information with me. On the front of the syllabus, I have my name. I don't know if you can see that. You'll have this copied in front of you as well, by the way, and you can always print this off from the website. I have the textbook information on here, the ISBN number. You will need the textbook. I also have my name and my email address, and email is the best way to communicate with me, especially in a class such as this. I'm going to reach down and grab the book here just to kind of let you see. I will have this with me, but I'm letting you put your eyes on it in the video here as well. This is the 12th edition, I believe. Let me make sure. Yep. You can buy this at the bookstore. I would suggest going online, maybe finding even like the 11th edition, which I think is a purple hardback book, but make sure it's the same author. The 11th edition would work. I don't have a problem with you guys sharing a textbook. If 2 or 3 of you want to go in and split the cost, that's perfectly acceptable as well to do. But this will give you an idea of what you're looking at if you get the 12th edition. You can get this at the bookstore, but it's very expensive to do it that way. Okay. If you turn to the back of the first page of your syllabus, I've devoted a whole page of the syllabus talking about the importance of your email address. I'm going to have you submit assignments to me via email. And we'll talk about sort of how that will work, but you have to have an email address that works. You'll be able to go on to the website and access the resources folder to get most, if not all, of your assignments. And we'll talk about that as well. But you need to make sure that your email address is working properly. If it's a problem, then you need to contact me immediately. We need to discuss that. If you're having any problems with the class, if you think you're not getting stuff, talk to me first. Please email me first, and we'll work it out on our level. Don't go to the university administration unless you talk to me and you don't get a satisfactory answer. So that'll keep confusion down for all of us. I have no problem with you going over my head if you feel like I'm not addressing your problems or your needs with this class, but please come to me first. If your parents have any issues with anything that's going on in class, urge them to contact me as well. Not that they will, but I'm very open to input into questions from parents as well. I'm going to be using something called the Remind application. A lot of students in high schools have been using this with other instructors. It's a great application that I use, and I think it will be good for this class as well. It just opens up one more avenue of communication. It allows me to open to make announcements to you guys without going through social media or Facebook or something like that in case there's an emergency or something like that. The reason I say that, the nature of my job, I drive around from school to school. And a lot of times when I'm actually on site, if I'm running late, call the school, try to have them announce to you guys that I'm late, and the message never gets to you, and then you're wondering where I'm at. Now I realize this is an online class, that probably won't be an issue, but this again just gives me an opportunity to communicate with you. Let's say my email is down, or we're having problems for a day with email. I could go to the Remind application and send you guys messages that way, and you could pick them right up off your phone. If you have the application, this is not mandatory, but this is something that I strongly encourage. The school systems are on board with this application, so it's endorsed by your school, so there's no problem. You can invite your parents to get messages if you want that I send to your class. Up to you. I won't send you anything that I would be ashamed for your parents to see. So here's the information. If you have the Remind app on your phone, all you need to do is go to join a class, and I'm going to write down for you the code that you will enter into that. as we speak right here. Okay, so if you have the app already, go to join the class and text in this information. You have to text in the @ as well, @SOCINTR, and that should link you right into my class. It'll say something like, welcome to Mr. Dean's Social Intro Scott High School class, something like that, and then you'll be getting messages. Now, if you don't have the app or don't want to download the app, I'm going to write something else down for you as well. All you need to do is type in this number. It's a 5-digit number on your phone, 81010. That's the number, just like you're going to send a text to somebody. And once you type that number in, go back and then type in this information that I just gave you, SOCINTR, into that number, and that will also link you in to my class. If it doesn't work the first time or the second time, maybe keep trying it, not a big deal. But this is a really, really good thing to have, just in case there's a day or so where email communication doesn't work or the internet is down or something of that sort. Okay, and I also have that information on your syllabus. The assignments, we'll talk about that next. There will be several assignments throughout this course. There will be 4 examinations. In your syllabus, I have that there are 3 exams. There will actually be 4 exams. I'll fix that. By the time you have the syllabus, it'll read 4 exams. There'll be 4 units. I'll spread those out as evenly through the semester as possible. I've already looked at your guys' spring break dates. And I think you're the last of March to the 1st of April. I'm not planning on any. I'm not planning for you to be working on any assignments during your spring break, because it's spring break for a reason. You're supposed to have a break, and I want you guys to have a break. So we'll have 4 units. I'll spread those out evenly throughout the semester. The exams will be worth probably 100, 150 points apiece. The final will be worth a little more. The final exam will not be cumulative. In other words, it will just be the last unit of information that we cover. So once you're done with the first exam, that information, you can kind of put it to the side. Then we get to the second unit. And when we're done with that information after the second exam, you can put that information to the side. Okay? There'll be 400 points worth of writing assignments. I will have those for you, of course. By the time you're watching this video, I will have been to your school and we will be talking about this. But I'm trying to make this very, very easy in terms of the way I lay out what you're supposed to do for the assignments. And we will we'll talk about that as well. What I have decided to do, I have attached to the resource page of the website something called a procedural instruction sheets, and those are going to be your Bibles, if you will, for weekly activities. I thought this might make it easy. Now, the first week looks really, really busy. Don't stress when you see the first week, because I know you're not going to have your books yet, and I'm supplementing some things, some video lectures. I'm big on YouTube video lectures. I'll be video lecturing every topic that we cover. You will need to read your book in conjunction with going to the video lectures. The video lectures are just like in-class lectures. You're supposed to watch those, take notes, and you will have to take notes. Have to take notes. Probably, well, no, definitely, I'll be asking you to submit your notes to me from time to time so I can see that you're doing that. But like, for example, the first week procedural instruction sheet looks something like this, and I'll send this to you. You'll have it on the web page. Basically, it's just going to list, and you don't have to be able to read this necessarily, but this is what it'll look like. It'll give you step by step where you need to go, what you need to access, what folder you need to open, what you need to do, and when you need to turn stuff in. And I would look at each week. I would read each week first, get an idea in your minds of kind of what's due, what's coming at you, and just space it out. I'm told you guys will be in your classrooms 5 days a week. So you'll have plenty of opportunities to look at this. Quite frankly, you could do a lot, if not all of this, at home. I would suggest using your class time. I really would, to work on this stuff. I'm told you'll have access to the internet. So just, every week you'll be looking at your procedural instruction sheet, and it will tell you exactly what you need to do. So I'm trying to make this simple and easy for you. There will also be a PowerPoint assignment that I'll give you. We'll talk about that as well later, where you'll put together a PowerPoint for me and maybe have you video it and send it to me with you presenting it. Maybe not. I'm still thinking about how I want you to present that, if at all. But you'll do that. There'll be 1,000 points total in this class. Typical college grading scale: 90 to 100 is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, 70 to 79 is a C. So you get a little more leeway in a college class. And I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna break this up into two parts. That's the first part. This is the end of the first part for the syllabus video for you guys.